Hello everybody, Ray Garner with Garner's Games, here to do my weekly comic review. Today, we're headed to Asgard with Doctor Strange. Now, this is continuation of the One World Under Doom storyline, where Doom has become the Sorcerer Supreme at the end of the Blood Hunt storyline. Now, this story is brought to us by Derek Landy and arts by Carlos Magno. And really have to say, the art in this book is beautiful. It's very characterized, but it's just a lot of great detail. The coloring, which I should give some credit to the colorer, whose name I probably can't pronounce correctly. It's Espen Gurdick Jern. It's Grudud. I can't even spell his name correctly here. Grundetjern. Apologies, I have no idea how to pronounce that correctly, but great work on the coloring of these panels. So, no big surprise. Strange goes first and foremost to see All-Father Thor, and makes this proposal to become the Sorcerer Supreme of Asgard, a position that hasn't existed on Asgard. It's been mainly a Midgard title. He points out that, Asgard has always had, what do they call them? The Skald. It's Skald, which kind of controlled the magic of Asgard. They've either died off or been killed or banished. The last one was banished by Thor, which of course is Loki. And basically, Strange insists that he's not going to learn this by staying at Thor's palace, so he is going to go see Hulda, who is in charge of magic in Asgard. And to find his own way, he basically walks the streets, comes across a guy being beat down by some Asgardians, who constantly comment about how small he is. Strange manages to handle them at first with some hand-to-hand, and then with a little bit of magic, take him out, and he meets Holt, who is just your average Asgardian. He insists on buying him some mead. They go to a tavern. They drink. Talk about his family. He's actually a romantic comedy writer. Liva's the innkeep and barmaid. And basically he gets set up in a room to spend the night. And he is eventually approached by, what was this, Aslick? Yeah, Aslick, who's summoning him to see Hulda. On the way there's 3 unconscious bodies and his girlfriend and a guy arm wrestling. And the guy manages to win the arm wrestling contest, and she promptly takes a low blow on him, then kisses her man, and he continues on. And there's a fun little exchange between him and Strange as they get there. And he goes in to meet her. And she demands, one of the things I like the writer here has done, he's referencing stuff that's happened, and we put editorial things in here for you to be able to go reference. Doctor Strange is returning a piece of the World Tree, which he had back in Doctor Strange 384, when he became the God of Magic. And she'd basically tell him that, speeches and things like that are not going to impress him. Or impress her, I should say. But then somebody shows up to basically help Strange with his sales pitch. Loki. And he kind of goes on about how, maybe it's time for Asgard to have a Sorcerer Supreme. And he says that maybe he should suggest the spell of Acarion. And of course, she asks Strange if she knows that spell. So of course, it's a dimension where magic is not so easily accessible. Magicians have to alter their own mindset to pave the way for greater understanding. And she decides this would be a great test for Strange to prove that he could, actually wield the magic the way it should be magic the way it should be wielded in Asgard. And as they're getting ready for all that, Loki literally stabs her in the back. As he reaches back to stab again, the blade snaps. Not that a second stab was needed. She was dead before Strange got there. But as it's going, Loki says, No, wait. I did not do this, Strange. You must believe me. I did not do this. And then he suddenly teleported away. And we end with Aslak showing up, knocking on the door. Well, no, everything's okay. Well, Doctor Strange is sitting there holding Hulda, who is dead. Really a great mystery, because it would be very unlike Loki to have done something and then deny it. He usually tends to brag about things he's done. He's actually very braggadocious about how Thor would forgive him and how Thor would let him back in. So, really well-written book. Very happy with this. Love the art. The art is absolutely beautiful in this book. I do highly recommend this if you like magician stories, if you like Doctor Strange, Zatanna, those type of characters. Really good book. If you just want to see a book with really good art, check it out. If you like Thor, I think you'll like some of the stuff we're going with. All in all, really good book. And figure that Doctor Strange is going to be key to undoing world under doom. I cannot speak tonight for nothing. But check it out. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next week.